And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire Republica DLC. This first major war continues. It's round 82. We have 6 decisions awaiting us. There's some more water deposits. Researched our advanced centers. That's good to know. Archaeological effort, private investment, not bad. Protest against their CEO. You're the director of the Supreme Command Council, so it'll be a little bit harder to make you happy. We're still going to go with one of the bottom ones here. We'll take the support workers.
Sir, yes, sir.
Decent military commander. RPG, side skirts, quad machine guns, cluster bombs, ammo compactation, mines, turbopop. Okay, which of those do we want? RPG is tempting. And gives access to anti-tank weapons. Yeah, I'm gonna do RPG here just because it's RPG. I think that increases the likelihood we pull Bazooka. Which we haven't pulled yet. Technically, I don't think you need it to pull Bazooka. Because I think Bazooka is the lowest level version of Bazooka, obviously. But it would make better Bazookas. And then, probably after that, we're gonna go in this district so that we can get down to high-tech industry. Questions do quad, cluster, or mines. Probably do mines. Yeah, probably do mines.
Roger that. Aye, aye, sir.
Acknowledged. Confirming
Point
orders.
a governor. So we got a cap 2 and a cap 3, because they don't want to give me my cap 4, do they? I would like that cap 4. So we're going to actually piss some people off. Your cap 3. You were worse at military. We'd actually probably try to bounce you. I'm going to dismiss the person who has no political affiliation.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
You're actually fairly bad, and again, I want you out of the running. So let's strat card you, and we're going to try to retire you.
Copy that.
No luck. Hit them with
Copy
bronze. Bronze gets them out of my way. And we get a different terrible person. Okay, you're also going to get dismissed.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
There's the one we're looking for. Camp 4 to be my governor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in the meantime, again, I think we're not looking at great odds for the assault on the city. In fact, honestly, the odds have gotten worse. Odds have gotten worse. Which just means the garrison has dug in deeper. Isn't surprising.
Engaging enemy.
2.3 to 1 was not actually. I was about to say it wasn't enough, and we did manage to get the unit to retreat. 2 subunits to 3. It's probably a fair exchange. That allows me to crush the pocket up here.
Engaging enemy. Mission successful.
3 to 8 destroyed. There we go. Oops. Didn't mean to smack that. Okay, can I collapse this pocket while we're looking at it? 5 to 1,
Engage
probably.
the enemy.
There we go. Pocket
Good
collapses.
job.
Let's get our reinforcements in the delivery queue. Fill the road like so. Yeah, honestly, the situation's not going super terribly. Definitely ways I can imagine it going better. These are going well. One enough, at least. Okay, so could you redeploy you to get you over to help in the west? Same with you. No. One or the other, not both. Fair enough. And colonist-wise, you're happy. What you're working on is done. That proceeded at speed, good to see. Construction-wise, truck station finished in the capital, so that's more logistics going outbound. We are power trending negative, which is still a concern. I'll expand the power facility in the capital again. But any more than that, I'm going to have to expand oil. Although that's what we're doing at the biofuel refinery, right?
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh, no, I gotta empty ice mine. You're empty. No, not you empty. Wait. Oh, no, that one isn't empty. That one's only recently taken over. That's what's going on. This is, is that the actively only just seized it, I presumably, or maybe getting workers to it. Oh, we're getting pretty heavily hammered with. Well, we're not getting workers to it either because of logistical issues. Troops are eating all the logistics. Would have guessed. Oh, I suppose the road also went into the town and out of the town in a V, and we'd only just put the road in to get there. Okay. Yeah, we're having an admin strain issue here. The workaround. Well, actually, there isn't a good workaround because the strain is coming from the assets that are causing the strain, right? Also applying to the assets that would be fixed with the strain. I can delegate the air bases. Although I could mothball the air bases as well. Let's just mothball the air bases. We're not using them. That's probably also what's hitting my power. Because with that admin penalty, the 40% admin penalty is applying to my power production on that city. I don't think I've got any strain here. Yeah, 0% strain here. Just that one city. And it's because we're taking all the enemy assets over. It's getting delegated to that city, basically. So once we take the city back and start delegating it to more appropriate locations, it'll be better. Like Slope thinks it has something it can find, so let's prospecting push there.
Order acknowledged.
Another radioactive site. Okay. And economics working on that VidCom broadcasting. It'll be done in 4 to 5 more turns. Okay. I can push you. Push you there. So the HQ isn't completely exposed. Okay, let's cycle the turn and see how the AI continues to respond to its original capital being encircled and us threatening to encircle the forces that can do break-ins against it. Airstrike, so they still have active planes. Another airstrike there. We lost 100 infantry, I think, to airstrikes. Round 83, we have 6 decisions. I want to be a better person, so this is going to be one of the decisions. And we didn't finish the ecotext, so that's not a decision. Archaeological effort. Okay. Make it extra fancy. You're an advisor, and you like me, so we'll take the virtue bonus.
Roger that.
Self-improvement. Be
Understood.
less ambitious.
Copy that. We'll go.
Full support to mitigate that. Critical success. Good to see. Okay, my artillery is officially in position. And we can see the enemy desperately trying to run roads around the encirclement. AI showing off its ability to build roads.
Let's go. Operation success.
Using our motorized buggies to break into that position of the line. And then we can crush a pocket over here, pushing them farther away from the city.
Let's go. Mission successful.
Okay, we got the second coming up, so we definitely got more and more brigades moving into the area, which is definitely helping to cover the ever-widening line. Yeah, we got some vulnerabilities in the line, but no gaping wounds like we did before. And that's actually... We're both at peace with the Black Keep here, so as we push up on this border, we're just going to get a secure north border. I'll tether the left flank. Right flank's tethered by the Antarctic. Again, I don't think we're in a position... Well, definitely because I think we involved some of these troops in the attack. We're not in a position to storm the city. Yeah. Although, I don't think I see anything in there that necessarily can return fire from artillery shelling. Oh, never mind, they got an artillery piece. Okay. You've got a artillery piece, but I don't want to risk the, no, 2 artillery pieces. Don't risk the Galactic Republic artillery to counter battery, if it's the only thing firing. Construction-wise, agricultural dome is done, barracks and hospital are done, biofuel refinery is done. Or no, biofuel refinery is proceeding at speed and should finish on time. Solar panel field is proceeding at speed, should finish on time. I'm still worried that we're running power deficit. This is why we're building the biofuel refinery. Let's expand, or let's build a power
Aye,
plant
aye, sir.
for some power. And then we'll keep expanding the fueling as that comes up, and the food as that comes up.
Aye, aye, sir.
Even though that's probably making the power situation worse. Round and round the merry-go-round goes the problem, right? Passionate
Copy
speech.
that.
Some more virtue. Archaeological efforts.
Order acknowledged.
No luck.
Order acknowledged.
We now know there's no more in that zone. That's what we were rolling for. Makes me want to poke other zones. Although, probably isn't any in there. Might be in this zone that we've expanded it a bit, but...
Order acknowledged.
Okay, let's cycle the turn. Yeah, let's cycle the turn. See how the enemy responds to their deteriorating positions. The population in these cities is the prize. Round 84, we suffered no losses nor many kills. We got 8 decisions. Mechanized artillery. Okay, we can get our own mechanized artillery. War games, zoo. Instagram with democratic activists. Well, we do democracy, so you're getting punished for that. You're neutral. Should go around and boost people's opinions. Just work workers for the month. And we are gonna get your CO taken away from you. Nah, I think we're still in the realm where we want regular artillery, not mechanized. No new orders here. Which one do you want to operationalize? Motorized MG or light armor? Go light armor. One-time fixed rebate. Let the migrants in. And yes, we will buy our technology.
Copy that.
Okay, down here in the south. Yeah, this is we've basically got this group over here encircled. The question is, how do I want to disassemble the pocket?
Open fire! Open fire! Mission successful.
Retreat south. They didn't retreat south. Okay, we'll just follow up the attack there.
Let's go. Mission successful.
So, all I meant to do, I accidentally click on the asset.
Operation successful. Engaging enemy.
Okay, complete destruction of the pocket.
Operation successful.
Let's see if we can get rid of these guys.
Attack formation.
Yep.
Target destroyed.
And that actually secures the line south of that city. Got a little bit of an open one. Oh no, I can get that under control. Okay. In an inadequately defended airfield with active planes in it. Oh dear, poor planes.
Mission
Over on the
accomplished.
airfield, destroying the fifth and the fifth fifth level bomber squadron and the first fighter squadron on the ground.
Move it now.
So I've secured that road. Bid out and around, but I think the supply situation over here should improve, assuming I've got the action points. And if I don't, actually, I suppose this is the time to check. Do I have action points? We do. Not enough, but we do. Okay, we're gonna make this a truck station.
Understood.
That'll help with push more logistic points out the front here by giving us more action points. Okay, don't think it's time because we don't have the armored vehicles for the attack. I think next turn we'll start poking the city. We're getting close to a viable attack, I think, there. Okay. Yeah, construction's looking like it's going well. Biofuel refinery is done. I'm gonna keep expanding that. Worst case scenario, we run into a food problem instead of a power problem.
Aye, aye, sir.
And the power plant's 2 turns out. Hopefully we don't have a brownout. I think we might be getting a little close to one. Oh, no, the 203 is what we're sending to the zone. So right now the zones are consuming all the power they make is what's going on. We're not actually getting any from the zones is what's going on. Okay. Move the guys over here already. Looks like it. Okay. Cards. I think I have a friendship pact with the guys to the west. No. They're not interested in it either, so. End of that thought process. Actually, let's get some spies embedded in the east.
Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Copy that.
Zoo project on you.
Wilco.
And then mining. Our enemy on mine's empty. No, but we're really close in flag slope. The mine will empty you in 4 turns. And this is the last expansion on the mine. I might as well take it at this point. Get the purple mining card out of the way.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, let's cycle the turn. Again, I think we're going to try to crash and crack that city on the next turn if everything goes according to plan. Round 85. So for no losses, nor many kills, we got 8 decisions. Protests as residents. RPG's been completed. That's good to see. Over is opulence. Obtained a luxury Galactic Republic era watch. It is very pretty. Okay, provides no benefits other than making them happy.
Yes,
The
sir.
virtue bonus for making them give it up. Same here.
Aye,
Let's go
aye,
to that
sir.
CEO. I'm gonna take number of leaders in service because it just needs to do. Don't really want the fist.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
Affirmative.
I think we're going mines. Mines, cluster bombs, and if we get eco to do geotectonics, that'll work.
Roger that. Understood.
Extend the mine. We're going to extend the really depleted metal mine down to 673. This is the last time we'll be able to extend it.
Order acknowledged.
Critical failure results are disappointing, and some of the existing reserves have collapsed and are harder to mine. One such collapse was especially bad. Ease of mining has much degraded. 7,059 extra metal reserves have been located. However, it is now down to 1 ease of access, having lost 1 from its 2. pocket crushing time. Pretty bad odds. This is probably not going to be particularly successful. Already lost a commander early in the assault. Not great. Not great result. Yeah, the assault has failed.
Get out!
Defender held. We have, at the cost of 39 subunits, destroyed 9. City has definitely held to assault.
Engaging enemy. Mission successful. Let's go. Operation successful.
Well, we don't know where the rest of the brigades, rest of those brigades are, but we've overrun those brigades. This is the second Supreme SHQ, so this is where they're getting their extra supplies from. Although we've encircled the location, it looks like we're going to crash
Target
it
destroyed.
with the first assault.
Mission accomplished.
Overrun the Independent Artillery Battalion. We're now up against non-aligned territory, so that's just a sign of how badly their position's falling apart. Overrun their second SSQ. The rest of their equipment is badly supplied. Although we're slamming into that problem ourselves. These units haven't received any supplies, or at least knowledgeable supplies. I'm gonna pull back the units that suffer the most food-related issues. So hopefully they get supplies of food. Okay, that should be being improved by this truck station, which just finished. Let's delegate you. Currently delegated advance. I would like you to be delegated to. That starts with Z. Wait. Why can't it delegate to you? You should be delegatable too. I guess they've, maybe I'm only allowed to delegate to neighboring zones. I used to be able to delegate that far away. Apparently I'm not allowed to here. Currently assigned to veins. Okay, we'll give another turn and see if we can move it somewhere else. Otherwise I'm gonna have to make a zone capital out of it, which wouldn't be ideal, but I could work with it. Agri-dome's done. Truck station finished. Let's keep that agri-dome expanding.
Aye, aye, sir.
Your power is still negative, so we haven't solved the power problem. Although that makes sense, we haven't completed any power recently. Power plant done next turn, so we'll see the result the turn after next. If it isn't enough at that point, we'll have a brownout. Although the solution is probably power down heavy industry as a short-term stopgap. Yeah, I got enough machine parts. We're gonna mothball the asset for the moment. Save the 200 power a turn. That's not going to fix the power issues, but it'll buy us a few more turns. Okay, let's look at the turn, see if that's enough. Although, I don't think we have anything in diplomacy to do. No, unless I want to negotiate peace. And at this point, I think it'd be a little bit more trolling to negotiate a peace, because I control their main supply lines between their cities.
Copy that. Copy that. We'll go.
Okay, second land turn. Yeah, these in theory can be dropped. And on this next turn, we can see how many victory points we got from taking that city. I don't think it was their... well, it wasn't their main city, so it probably isn't a lot. Round 86, we have 10 decisions. A lot of decisions on this round. Vidcom broadcasting? Okay. Wants to execute your relative. No, that's up to the tribunals.
Understood.
Indignation over opulence. Set by your xenobiological zoo. You like me? We'll take the
Copy
virtue.
that.
Protest against their CEO. We'll support the
Roger that.
workers. I don't want to piss you off too much. Support the
Order
workers here.
acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
That reminds me, I need to go around and do
Copy
a
that.
relations pass on our counselors. So your target for research. Geotectonics helps us get towards heavy industry, or high industry, high-tech industry. It's either that or power banks, I think, right now. But geotectonics, this will also help when we try to build a rail.
Order acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Confirming
Appoint a governor for Radez. This is the city we just occupied. Gotta cap 3 No faction, or Cap 2 faction. We'll give the Cap 3 faction out.
Yes, sir.
Commander, we'll give out the faction person. Yeah.
Wilco.
And our troops haven't reinforced yet, so we need to give them time to actually get organized for the next attempt.
Move out. Mission accomplished.
Attack formation. Target destroyed.
Mission accomplished.
Attack formation. Target destroyed.
Yeah, maybe not optimal, because the enemy was able to withdraw. Good order there. And yeah, the supply situation has improved up here. Maybe not enough to be doing such aggressive attacking as we were before, but the supply situation is much better. Notably, we have no one complaining about lack of food. So while there's a shortage of bullets, there is no shortage of food. That's an acceptable position for at least getting everyone readied up in the front line. And yeah, towering down the power plant has helped, or the heavy industry has helped the power. Not enough to fix it, but we'll see if we're... Well, we won't be because we had a delay. Oh no, we'll see if we are, because it was last turn that the power plant came online. The actual power plant. Here's the power plant. Oh no, the power plant got delayed. Okay, so we won't see next turn because the power plant's been delayed by a 0.2 turn. So it should finish next turn. That complaints about metal. That might be complaints about metal. Okay, so expecting metal deliveries to be the issue. That would delay everything. Yeah, must have been metal that got delayed. Okay. Must have been asking for too much metal at the front. Archaeological effort.
Order acknowledged.
I'm sure there's none in the zone. I was wondering, because we just took this ruin over here, if that was one. Probably should have did either the capital zone or, no, there's no ruins in that zone, so yeah, the capital zone or whatever have been the areas we're taking over in the east. So that needs to continue to reinforce before we do the attack. I can check to see if I can delegate you to someone more reasonable. Okay, no, it's been changed. Apparently I can't delegate to just any zone. So I'd be stuck delegating one to the neighboring zones, which is not what we want. Let's see, can I delegate to... If I delegate to Flag Slope, can I... No. only in the neighboring zones. Okay. That would put you too far away, which is a bit of a shame. Well, I've got colonists. Yeah, so I'll make a small community here just to help with the delegation of assets. The fact that we got a road just randomly going all the way up there, instead of... I think it's supposed to be this zone, but... Well, it doesn't go there. Yeah, you're becoming a zone. You're a new zone. SHQ1.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
And then I'm going to assign these. I'm tempted to stretch up to do that, but we're not going to. Okay, so obviously you need more workers, so you need 3,200 more workers.
Acknowledged. Confirming
We'll
orders.
dump what we can as civilian population at that point.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
Next turn, I might look to start upgrading that truck station. Okay, the next thing I want to do... Management, leader, relation, terrible. For 34, let's try to raise your opinion with a official gift.
Copy that.
Oh, so the next batch of all my guys are all over 50. Although I'd still like to improve the opinion of at least the governor, for example. Let's back card you. You're governor, so I'll actually hit you with the Medal of Merit.
Copy that.
Staff council. Official gift.
Copy that.
Equal council. Bonus.
Copy that.
Foreign Affairs Counselor. Presumably, yeah, we've given you the Medal of Merit. Give you a commercial
Copy
gift.
that.
Governor. Medal of Merit.
Copy that.
If I got another Medal of Merit, I'll Medal of Merit you. No, I don't. Give you an estate gift.
Copy that.
Do I have any unemployed? I have a Cap 2 unemployed, yes. So the Cap 1s, who are the ones that are unhappy, you're probably probably the first one I want to get rid of next. So let's actually start working, potentially get rid of you. So you're part of a faction. So the first thing I actually want to do is I want to kick you out of your faction. if we
Copy
can.
that.
Kick them out of the faction. There we go. So now that they're not part of a faction, when I have you fired,
Roger that.
Sure, you want to relieve me of my duty. Firing a leader with seniority will have the following consequences. Same faction members. He's not in the faction anymore. We'll have -4%. Others will suffer -2. If you make a promise for another or better job, this effect will be halved. I don't have to actually give him the other job, but I'll just take the -2. It's -2. It's not that bad. Yeah, that did. We did have people at 100 that are no longer at 100 because of that. They're now at 98. But again, I can work with that. And then you are going to get stratagemed. You've been with us for a while, so we're going to hit you with a silver retirement.
Copy that.
And gracefully went into retirement. There we go. We can take one of the reserve people and fill his spot with him, or fill the spot next turn. So, yeah, let's cycle a turn. Oh, we can see before I cycle the turn. Let's see how much the victory has improved. We're up to 40.6 victory score. Second is at 4.4. Third is at 2.9. I think we're winning this game. May take a little while to win. It depends on how much population's in the city here. We just seized 90,000 people. I think they got a city up there. So, oh no, they don't have a city up there. That's just a zone that they own. This is their only city. Okay. Oop, the HQ was destroyed. They're breaking out. We killed 500 infantry, although we lost 800 in exchange. It's around 87. We have 9 decisions left. Leader death. Commander of the 5th Light Infantry Brigade was killed in action. Discovered a new model type, the bazooka. Incident with missing sense of humor. We get morality for disciplining them, so we will. Indignation over opulence. Thank you, compensate the jewelry for the virtue in both cases. Okay. Retract the workhouse law. On the initiative of the Equality Party, the Parliament is holding a vote whether to retract the workhouse law. We'll lose +1 happiness per turn, cost of 10% credits, minimum cost of 196. I'll lean back, just let it pass if it's passing. Apparently it's impossible for us to sway them to do anything else but retract it.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
Order acknowledged.
Did we finish the RPG tech? Yes. Okay, so yeah, let's develop RPG equipped bazookas and combat armor. New governor for Dark Vale. And we only have one option, okay. Probably want you for military command.
Copy that. Copy that.
Oh, no, you're getting fired right away. Strat card. Leaders. 0 retirement on the new 0-star or 1-star person. Yeah,
Copy that.
go away. You have some leadership at least, so yeah, we'll give command to you.
Roger that.
Diplomacy admin, sure. Zone orders will actually pay them.
Yes, sir. Standing by. I'm on it.
There we go.
I'm on it.
Okay. We're low on political power, and yeah, they broke out of that pocket. Oh, they're rapidly deploying to try to be like, yeah, we don't like that you're doing things. On the other hand, that now means they have a route for retreat. One to one. We'll take 1-to-1 odds.
Engage
Attack.
the enemy.
Not enough to win.
Objective lost.
20 subunits destroyed for the cost of 19, so it was a bit of a wash.
Move out. Clear, sir. Move out. All clear, sir.
And yeah, the supply situation up here is definitely improved, and it's going to let us carve our way through the basically undersupplied troops up here.
Move out. All clear, sir. Move out. Mission accomplished.
More surrenders. Effectively, the whole portion of the enemy line just falling apart there. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about the road over here. We got other ways in if that road gets cut off, so we're not too worried about these guys suffering supply blockages. But not being worried about it and it not being a thing that could definitely happen is two different things. Okay, power plant's done. Solar power field should finish next turn. Hopefully see power turning up in a way where I can turn things back on. Biofuel refinery is expecting to finish next turn. Agricultural dome facility expecting to finish next turn. Let's not queue more stuff up, because obviously we're having issues with the metal deliveries, so need to wait until our metal situation improves before we queue more stuff up. Yeah, 41. Arguably, this is actually telling me that the enemies don't even have enough for me if I were to take them over. Make this a Robinson Crusoe, me versus the world, no other majors that we're competing with. Even if I did that, that wouldn't be enough victory score to win. There's just not enough people in their territory left at this point. Would the Raiders be interested in peace? They would be.
Copy that.
Negotiate peace with the Raiders. I am not here to fight you, Raiders. I am here to fight the theocracy. I don't think our diplomat is good enough to negotiate with the religious fanatics. Yeah, 388 is a little bit of a tough sell. Don't think we're quite that good. Oh, I can play the peace monument. Sure.
Copy that.
Okay, let's well, I've got colonists to send. So what do you need here? Do you have enough construction workers? Yes, okay, so you just need civilian population right now. I'll give you what you can
Good morning.
civilian wise to help out. Can I? No. No, I cannot. Okay. Well, situation could be worse. Situation is definitely interesting. So we got the peace monument. We level up in 4 rounds if we can maintain our level of virtue. And then we still have to draw free press or leisure to get either of these bonuses, apparently. But yeah, complacency, -1. I wonder why. Also growing soft. We're in the middle of a war and I'm not having enough casualties. Not enough people are dying. We're getting close to making going soft go away, but still. Okay, let's cycle the turn again. That's probably the big prize with fighting these guys. I think we're running over the desert, and it's a big desert, so there's not much there besides the 2 cities, and we've taken one of the 2. Yep, they threatened the road. They haven't taken the road yet. We've killed 400 infantry and lost 1,100. We have 9 decisions. Third commander is killed in action. If I commit to the assault, what's the odds that we win? Still looking at 1 to 1 or 1.2 to 1. Do I splay out to defend the road or do I attack the city is the question here. I don't need that road, but that is the best road getting into the area. That sort of catch-22. I don't need that specific road, but it is a very useful road.
Move out.
Target destroyed.
Open fire! Open fire!
Target destroyed. Attack formation. Target destroyed.
Move out. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, just destroying units up here.
Good
Again,
job.
these guys aren't receiving any supplies, so it's just a process of sort of mopping up the resistance.
Open fire!
Engage the enemy. Good job.
This is why supply lines are important. Yeah, at this point, I can probably just start pulling these units down south because we just don't need them up here anymore. I got 2 bluish. I'm going to make you dark red. So I can tell which ones are part. So obviously can't pull that one out, but sorry, think about it. Okay, I'm gonna risk punching the city again. If we take the city, their supply situation collapses. And all the resistance should evaporate within the next couple turns.
Engaging enemy.
No, no luck this turn. Better exchange ratio, I think. 21, 16, yeah. Oops, that's the militia. That's not the one I wanted to move, but it's moved. We'll move it back if I've got the strategic ability to move it back, and I don't. At least not this turn. Okay, that's a motley road garrison. We'll see if that picket of militia and SHQs and rapidly raised troops can actually hold the road. If it can, we can keep poking the city. If we break the city, the situation, as I said, will probably completely collapse for the enemy. I probably don't really have the industry to spend over here. I really do with the road extension here, although I probably can afford the road extension. It's 420 to get across. Yeah, we'll take 420 to get across. Okay, power's uptrending. 364 power a turn. That's enough to power the heavy industry. Let's get the heavy industry back online. Indignation over opulence.
Roger
Take
that.
our virtue bonus for taking it away.
Roger that. We'll go.
Yes, sir.
Use the good old power of money to deal with these problems where we can. Refugees at the gates. Sir, some renegade of refugees from Marauder clan are knocking the gates of Oncon. They are weak, hungry, and many are sick. They're asking for help. Let them all in for good.
Aye, aye, sir.
1,700 people. Yeah, that caused some danger, but most importantly, it's the moral thing to do. Guardians offer technology.
Copy
We
that.
pay for that deal. Cross-fertilization. New commander for the 3rd or the 5th. I have no replacements besides taken from the existing units, so that's not what we're doing. Nation. I need some replacements. Give me a
Copy
military
that.
commander. You're terrible, but you don't want to find out what happened to the previous people. Mercs are expensive. We'll just throw
Copy
juniors
that.
at the firing line. That's actually a decent junior.
Copy that. Aye, aye, sir.
Aye, aye, sir. To the front line with you. Okay. That is a result. 42% victory. We get to 50, we win. Although we can't, again, we're not going to get to 50 by taking over the person we're fighting. Really taking that city over is the collapse of all the resistance down here. What about the raiders? Can I do anything with the raiders? I've proposed peace with them. They're already at war with the major, so unless I can destroy the major in its entirety to bring them to peace, I can't offer protection. Okay. It's going to be the same thing with the people we've been buying tech from. Can't offer protection to them. Apparently they're at war with the major. Are they at war with the major? They previously had a protectorship with the major. Assume then they're probably at war with the people we're facing. Easy way I can check that. No, not an easy way to check. I assume they're probably war these guys. And we're good. Could roll up to 233, but that's not going to beat 188. Not today.
Order acknowledged.
No artifacts in that zone.
Copy that.
Oops, not what I meant to do. Put more investment in that zone. What did I do? I meant to do archaeological roll.
Order acknowledged.
No luck. Archaeological roll again.
Order acknowledged.
No luck. Okay. Let's cycle the turn. I let this part go a little bit too long. We're up over an hour. In fact, we're almost coming up an hour and 20. So at the end of this end turn here, we're going to put a part break in. We'll see if our road holds, and it doesn't. They managed to retake the road in multiple locations. Okay, that's a little bit more of an issue. They have successfully driven us back from the outskirts. Their third-generation infantry is definitely showing promise for them. So I'll have to resist immediately taking a look at how things are going. We killed 800 infantry at the cost of 2,700 of our own. It's round 89. We will be returning with 6 decisions. If you're watching on YouTube, that will be tomorrow's part. If you're watching on Twitch, it is in the middle of the stream where I go get a new cup of tea. So I'll be back with the next part with a new cup of tea. So until the next part, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all next part and or stream, and bye for now.